Bobcats are having a little trouble with the numbers here.
I think it's Gabe Keene.
Gabe Keene back as well.
Kicking off for the Falcons is number 7, Jared Dolder.
And here we go. Whistle has blown, and we are getting ready for some football. It's a good kick. Fielded cleanly. He's running to the sideline, number 27.
He's got room to go.
Oh, and he broke a tackle. He broke another tackle. 50, the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. And a great start for the Plymouth Bobcats here to open up. They're going to have great field position, and they're going to mark it at the Bow 18-yard line. Just what the Bobcats needed here to start the game.
What a great return for Welch. Picked up a couple of nice blocks and then just turned it on.
So Plymouth starts from Bow 18. Just the start Plymouth needed. Bassingwait's coming to the huddle here.
Bow's defense only let up 14 points last week. Sanborn was without their star running backs. We'll see how they come out to start the game here. Plymouth, obviously, a run-heavy offense. I'll be looking to probably get them going here with a run with Welch. We'll see.
All right, so here we go. Bassingwait under huddle. The handoff goes to Welch, and Welch gets swallowed. No gain on the play.
For the Bobcats.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought
Here
down
from the Bow
by
18.
Number 70, Sean Nichols, and number 45, Ryan Lover.
Brought down by number 45, Ryan Lover from Bow, who will play a big role on both sides of the football today.
I think you're going to hear his name a lot today, Gavin.
I agree with you, Mike. I think when they were watching the film this week, I think Coach Sanborn had him circled. Okay. Bassingwait back under huddle here in 2nd down. We have 2 backs. Handoff goes to number 19, Matt Cleary. And Matt Cleary picks up 8 yards to make it a manageable 3rd down. It's nice having another back to complement Dylan Welch, another senior. So we have 2 seniors in the backfield, and hopefully Coach Sanborn will be Coach Sanborn will be relying on them throughout the game here in this run-heavy offense.
Yeah, nice little run there. Picked up a nice block.
Gain of about 7 on the play would be 3rd and 3.
So it's going to be 3rd and 3 here for the Bobcats from the Bow 10-yard line. Bassingwait under center. Welch and Cleary in the backfield. Cleary goes in motion here. Handoff goes to Cleary. Cleary pushed forward, and it's a Bobcats 1st down. Good run by Matt Cleary. Mike, what do you think about the start here for the Bobcats?
It's just the start they needed, like you said. They're moving the ball well. We've seen a few good runs. The offensive line looks like they've stepped up a little bit against these big Bow defensive linemen.
Yeah, looking at it from here, they're big. They're definitely outsized on the line, but a great start here as Plymouth is going to look to punch it in. 1st down and goal from the Bow 6. Handoff again goes to Cleary. Cleary looks like he gets it up to the 3-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the Bow 3.
Cleary on the carry.
Plymouth is staying to the script here. Looks like ground and pound. It'll be really nice here for the Bobcats to get ahead early against the Division II favorite here, Bow Falcons.
Yeah, Bow favored in Division II to win the whole thing, Gavin.
Yep.
Scored 31 points last week, and they've got quite an offense.
So this will be a big confidence booster here for the Bobcats, who are actually picked not to make the playoffs. So you got some motivation here going into this one. Yeah. Bassingwait under center. Handoff goes to Welch. Welch gets a little hole, but he's going to be swallowed up at about the 2-yard line. So we're going to have a crucial 3rd down here with 9:05 left here in the 1st quarter.
Hollis Jones with that tackle, one of their running backs. They also have a deep running back core. Hollis coming up with a tackle there to save the touchdown.
This is a big play here for both teams. You know, you got to think Bow here wants to keep Plymouth out of the end zone, and Plymouth's really looking to punch it in and take the first blow here.
Yeah, set the tone early.
Yep. Here we go. 2 backs. Bassingwait, handoff goes to Welch. Welch breaks a tackle, and Welch is in. Bobcats touchdown. Dylan Welch, to make the score right 6-0 Plymouth. Great start for Coach Shamborn and the Bobcats.
Yeah, Welch was initially stopped there at the line, was able to just keep churning and get across the goal line.
Great second effort by Dylan Welch, senior captain. We got Luke Diamond here to hold and Gianni Ciotti to kick the extra point here. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Just outside the left upright. So with 8:29 left in the first quarter, we have the Plymouth Bobcats 6 and the Bow Falcons 0. So we're going to take a
Please.
to Bow, where Plymouth is kicking off. Ciotti, kick is end over end. And number 22 from Bow takes it up, breaks a couple of tackles, and is brought down at the 40-yard line. So a good return by number 22, Owen Gurton, that has Bow starting a good field position here. I'd like to pause for a second. Have the first quarter is brought to you by Rand's Hardware. Get the price you need and the service that you want. Okay, so we have first down here for the Bow Falcons at the 40-yard line. I'm thinking, Mike, that they're going to try to get Ryan Lover involved early here.
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
With two backs, Ryan Lover in the backfield with Hollis Jones. It's a handoff, goes to Hollis Jones, and the Plymouth defense swallows up Hollis Jones for no gain.
Yeah. Great play by the Bobcats on D there. He had nowhere to go. White uniforms all over him.
Great gang tackling by Plymouth. There were 7 Bobcats in there on that tackle. So great start here for the Plymouth defense under the direction of Coach Thomas Lamb. Longtime D coordinator here for the Plymouth football team. Be interested to see how he handles this powerful Bow Falcons team today. Second down. We have a heavy set. Handoff goes to Lover. And Lover gets about 4 yards here to make it manageable third down.
Ryan Lover on the carry for the Falcons. Gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So we got 3rd and 6 here, Mike. You expect Bow to stick to the script, or you think they're going to open up the playbook here?
I think they're going to continue to run it. 3rd and 6 does call for a pass, but they only threw the ball 4 times last week in their game against Sanborn. I expect maybe a toss here.
See Walton under center. Walton takes a snap, gives the ball to number 22, Owen Gurton, who is stopped for a gain of 3. So it's a 4th down. Let's see what the Bow Falcons do early here. They're at their own 47-yard line. 4th and 3. Mike, if you were coaching Bow here, you're down 6-0. What are you doing? You're punting for field position? Or you're going to go for it?
Yeah, I would punt it away. I think it's too early to give the ball right back to the Bobcats on their own side of the field. But it looks like they're setting up to run a play.
Yeah, we got Owen Walton under center, or it looks like back in the huddle. He's coming under center, so early on here. Big 4th and 3 for the Bow Falcons. That's 3 backs. Ball goes to number 41, Hollis Jones, who easily picks up the first down and is down to the Plymouth 45. So looks like the Bo coach there chose correctly here, and Bo is moving.
It's a gain of about 7.
Yeah, Bo moving the ball well. They've got another running back checking in just now, Blake Scarinza. He had a pretty good game last week as well.
Yeah, it looks like Bo has a lot of weapons here on the offense, so there's going to be a lot of names called here for Bo throughout the day. We have 6 minutes here and running left in the first quarter. Bo on the Plymouth 45-yard line, 3 backs. Walton under center, takes a snap, hands it to number 40.
That's Scarinza.
That's Scarinza. He picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, Scarinza's a pretty big body in there, 5'11", 180 pounds.
Scarinza.
And, you know,
all their backs are pretty big, Gavin.
Yeah, you know, one thing that stands out about the Bo Falcons is their size. So Plymouth is going to have to do a really good job here making the first initial tackle and gang tackling to help prevent Bo from getting a lot of extra yards. Clock is still running here. Walton heads up, under center. Handoff goes to Lover. Lover breaks free. Lover.
Oh, great tackle.
Great tackle there to prevent the touchdown by number 19, Matt Cleary, to prevent the touchdown.
He was gone if Cleary didn't grab him.
Yeah,
great shoestring tackle there.
He got tripped up a little bit.
First down at the
job by Cleary to track
16.
him down. Now Bo is on the Plymouth 16. They are driving. So we got first down here for the Bo Falcons. And all in all, if you're the Bo coach, you gotta like the start and the response on offense here. Walden under center, 2 backs. Handoff goes to number 2.
That's Logan Gordon.
Logan Gordon's first carry of the day.
Logan ripped one off for 80 yards last week against Sanborn. He's fast, for sure.
He's going to be the speed for the Bo Falcons. You got a lot of bruising running backs who will lower their shoulder and try to drag the defense with them. But
That's
Gordon
right.
looks like the shifty guy for the Bo Falcons.
Gordon seems to be the guy that's going to run east and west on you.
Yep. So a lot of on the ground here so far by both teams. There hasn't been a pass attempted yet. We got second down and 1 for the Bo Falcons. Handoff goes number 141, Ryan Lover, and Ryan Lover is in for a touchdown. Sorry. Hollis Jones, sorry about that, for the touchdown. That was not Lover. Hollis Jones, another one of those powerful running backs that seems to get a lot of carries here today for the Falcons. So he punches it in, virtually untouched for the touchdown. So we got Bo on for the extra point. Kicking is number 7, Jared Dolder. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Jared Dolder adds the extra point.
Extra point here is the difference so far. We have the Bo Falcons 7 and the Plymouth Bobcats 6. We're going to stay with you here. Mike, what do you think about the start for both teams here?
Well, I think they're both moving the ball really well. That's a great sign for Plymouth. So far, it's blow for blow. No one's made any mistakes. I think that's going to be the key today is possession of the ball, controlling the ball, and making sure that they hold on to the rock.
Yeah, and I think Plymouth kind of wants to eat some clock here against the Bo Falcons, keep their Bo's offense off of the field. You saw the power they had. They kind of, big 4th and 3, and they converted. And then just after that, you have, Bo taking Lover and Hollis Jones for some big yardages. So I think, Plymouth defense has their work cut out for them.
They will, yeah.
Division 2 from last night. Merrimack Valley 30, Laconia 19.
So here we go. We have
Thomas,
4:04 left in the first quarter with a score of Bo 7 and your Plymouth Bobcats 6. Let's see if we can get another return here from the Bobcats. Set them up with good field position again.
14 over Milford.
Their kickoff man is different from their extra point man. This is number 72, Eric Goodwin, for Bo.
We got a low kick here. It's picked up by number 20.
It's like 20. He's got it again. He's
Oh,
going.
and he's gone. He's going. He's at 40. 35-30. 25-20.
He's gone.
Is going to get him. That is Gabe Keene.
Unbelievable.
Great to see him back from injury.
Gabe Keane for the
And
Bobcats.
Gabe Keane brings it all the way back for the Bobcats.
For a touchdown.
And that is a big touchdown from Plymouth there.
What an answer. Keane made his own fate there. He saw a huge hole, took it, and there was nobody in sight.
Yeah, he was untouched. I mean, the great job by the Plymouth recovering team there to create that hole for Keane, and that was all it took as Gabe Keane brings it 85 yards for a Plymouth touchdown. Great job so far by the Plymouth special teams. Give them the spark they needed here, and it looks like Plymouth is going to try to keep the pedal down and go for two, to make up for that extra point that was missed earlier.
Yeah,
So we'll see how this plays out.
I think that's the right call.
I agree with you, Mike. Try to get, because if this keeps up, it's going to be a high-scoring game. So passing weights under center. We have 27 captain Dylan Welch and captain Matt Cleary in the backfield. Pitch goes out left to Dylan Welch. Dylan Welch trying to get the corner. Gets swallowed up, but I think it's going to stand. I think it's going to be a hold on Plymouth. We'll see what the call is. We had a whole bunch of yellow flags thrown out there. I think every ref threw their flag there. So we'll wait and see what the call is.
That's typically going to be the call in that type of play there.
Yeah, so the offense is already trotting off the field. Indeed, it is a hole on Plymouth, as Coach Shamwood is not happy about that, as the Plymouth offense is coming off the field. So that penalty obviously will be declined by Bo.
12-7.
So,
Bobcats.
it's 12-7 Bobcats. Great start by the Plymouth special teams, but just haven't been able to convert on the extra points. So we'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Bobcats football on WPNH. Plymouth Bobcats football. It has been quite the start here for the Plymouth Bobcats. Really, except for the extra points, all you can ask for against the Division II favorite Bo Falcons. We have a score of Plymouth 12, Bo Falcons 7. Two missed extra point conversions. First one, a missed extra point. Second try, Coach Shamborn decided to go for two, and Dylan Welch was stuffed on the pitch there. So we have 3:51 left in the first quarter here with a score of Plymouth 12 and the Bo Falcons 7. Let's see if Bo can kind of mount their own response here. I expect that Bo is going to stick a lot on the ground today and use that size advantage to keep plowing through that Plymouth undersized Plymouth defense. So here we go. Number 30, Gianni Ciotti. Getting ready to kick off here for the Bobcats. And we have number 2, Owen Gordon, back for the Bo Falcons. That's a squib kick. Oh, it's Pooch, picked up by number 41. Oh,
fumble, ball's on the ground.
And let's see here. I think the Bo Falcons might have recovered it, but no signal yet.
Yeah,
and yes, the Bo Falcons have recovered it. So big break there for Bo.
Big hit there on defense on special teams caused that ball to come loose.
Excitement on that kickoff.
Plymouth almost got it back, but no luck.
No luck there. And, we didn't get to talk a lot about the keys of the game, but for the Bobcats, it's control of that football and keeping the football. We had the last game against Pembroke, we had a lot of footballs on the ground from the Plymouth offense, so that's going to be a big key today as we move forward. So the Bo Falcons are going to start their drive on their own 32-yard line. There are 3 backs in the backfield. Handoff goes to number 41, Hollis Jones, and Hollis Jones picks up about 3.5, 4 yards
Hollis
there.
Jones on the carry
Make
for
it
the
a 2nd and
Falcons.
6.
Yeah, just a steady diet of running backs so far. Hollis Jones actually getting the ball more than Lover.
35.
Yeah, you surprised by that, Mike? You think they would come out with
I'm a little
lot of
surprised. I think Plymouth has probably also set up their defense to stop Lover, so it's a little wrinkled by the Bow coach.
Yeah. Lover's definitely going to be more involved as the day goes on, you got to think. So 2nd and 6. Handoff goes to number 2.
That's number 2.
Logan Gordon, and that goes nowhere.
What a great tackle
Brought
by
down
Plymouth's number 68.
Robbie Thorne,
Logan
sophomore
Gordon
that's
on the
making
carry
a
for no
presence
gain.
for the Bobcats on both
37.
sides of the line. Great tackle by Robbie Thorne there. So 3rd and 7. We have 2:47 left in the first quarter. A lot of action so far if you're just turning in.
Yeah, this is the best stop that Plymouth has had so far on the Bow Falcons, who moved the ball very, very well in their first series. Let's see if they can stop them here. I would expect a punt if they are able to stop them.
All right, 3rd and 6 here. Big play early on. Walden under center. Handoff go there. Oh, no, fake to Lover, and he rolls out right. And Walden's going to try to run for the first down, and he picks it up.
We've got a flag on the play, Gavin. Could be another hold.
Yeah, it's in the direct position of a holding call. We'll see what the call is.
Number 45 is acting like he's not real happy about it for Bow.
It is a hold on both. So that's
Holding
going to bring
against the
them back
Falcons.
10 yards here to make it a 3rd and 16. It was a great call by Bow. You know, set up Lover there, fake to Lover, and Owen Walton run. But that is going to be brought back.
Yeah, these mistakes are going to be costly. Penalties and drop balls could be the difference today.
And you heard, if you tuned in last week, you heard Ben Cronin, who's out this week, and I talk a lot about penalties and the impact of penalties on high school football. You got to stay away from penalties, especially when you're a running team. You know, now you're 3rd and 16, and that kind of narrows the playbook for you here a little bit. Let's see what Bow does. So 2:15 left in the first quarter. Owen Walton's under center. What? Back. It's going to be a pass. Owen Walton drops back. It's a screen that's thrown high up into the air. And
I believe that's incomplete.
Incomplete, it looks like. We have one ref saying it's caught, one incomplete. So a little confusion here.
Yeah, it's going back.
Yeah, so it was caught.
Walton's pass is incomplete.
Nope, sorry, it's
Brings up
incomplete.
4th
We have a
and
little
about 20.
confusion here. Clock has stopped at 2:07, and looks like the Plymouth punting special teams unit will be coming on, okay, for 4th and 20. We have Dylan Welch back here. We're still kind of unsure. Okay, here we go. Bow Falcons are coming up here. Oh, we have a late flag. We're getting the explanation here. Okay, so we had an ineligible lineman downfield for Bow, and we had pass interference on the Plymouth defense. So that's going to be offsetting penalties. So kind of a break here for Bow. It's going to be 3rd.
Yeah, they're still 3rd and 17, so they've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, so it's just offsetting, so we're going to reset the down here. So Bow's going to get another chance. I don't know about that pass interference on that call.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in there, but there was kind of a scrum, a rugby scrum. There was a lot going on.
A lob. There's just 8 people around the football. If I'm refs, I'm not calling that.
It was a very dangerous pass. I
Yeah.
can see why they don't pass a lot.
Anyways, we got 3rd and 17 here for Bow. Let's see if they go back to the air. Owen Walton in the shotgun. One back and 3 trips out to the right. Walton's back. Walton throws it. It is tipped.
Oh, tipped.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Great play there by Plymouth. First passing play we've seen for Bow.
Walton's pass intended for number 81, Ryan McCabe, is incomplete.
And we got
Had a man open.
4th and 20.
Yeah, you had great pressure by the D-line there to kind of force Walton to throw that, I think, before he was ready. Okay, we have rest time. It's going to bring up 4th down and 17. So both punting units will be coming onto the field here. We have 2:02 left in the quite long first quarter, actually. So great stop for Coach Lamb's defense there. We have number 41, Hollis Jones, who has a lot of responsibilities here on the Falcons, back to punt. And we have 27, Dylan Welch, back to receive the punt. Snap was away. Punt. It's a great punt.
Great kick.
That's kicked away from Dylan Welch. And let's see where
did it go out of bounds?
Keeps walking it up.
Dylan was set up at the 50 to receive that.
And it looks like the refs has spotted it at the Plymouth 49. So some good field position here for Plymouth to start. And we have a flag on the play. It's going to be on the Bow Falcons. Let's see what Coach Sanborn decides to do. Penalty's going to be declined, so Plymouth is indeed going to start on the their own 49. We're going to stay with you as both offenses and defenses are trotting onto the field here.
Mike.
Yeah, I think Bo, it could be that they're just trying to keep it away from the returners on the Plymouth Bobcats who have ripped off some huge runs on special teams. So that might be their play going forward. Do not kick it to anybody wearing a white jersey.
And, I don't blame Bo there. I mean, look at the score of the game. It's really credit to the Plymouth special teams. We haven't seen a lot of the Plymouth offense yet so far. So we'll see how that goes. We got 1:55 left to here in the first quarter. We got more whistles here from the refs. And we got a timeout from
Bo.
So we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Plymouth Football on WPNH. To Plymouth football. We're in the first quarter here, and Mike and I keep saying it's been a long first quarter. I think it might just be the heat today, Mike.
Yeah,
we're up here in the third level here of the Bow booth, and it is really hot up here.
It's warm. I'm glad I'm not in pads and helmets. Those guys must be roasting down there.
So it just feels long for us. It really hasn't been that long. So
yeah, like you said, we haven't seen a lot of offense from the Plymouth. It's been a lot of special teams going. So we'll see what happens from the Bobcat 49.
Yep. Bassingwade under center here to start the drive for the Plymouth offense. Snap is away, goes to counter to Matt Cleary. He picks up a nice run on first down as he gets 4 yards on the counter from Matt Cleary. We've seen a lot of Matt Cleary here early on. Kind of like, Plymouth's lead back is Dylan Welch, and you got Bo's Ryan Lover, but we're seeing a lot of the secondary guys to start here, Mike.
Yeah, I think it might be a game of attrition in that they're going to try to save some of these guys' energy for the end of the game.
And as you mentioned, it is really hot, so both coaches here trying to kind of play the chess game here in this big Division II matchup.
So far, Plymouth winning that.
Yes, very much, especially on special teams. All right, so we got second down and 6. We got 2 backs. Caden Sanborn, the wing. Handoff goes to number 27, Dylan Welch, who picks up about 1 yard on the carry.
Jones on the stop, along with Owen Gordon.
So we got third down and 4 here, about 5 from the Bow 45.
It will be third down and 4.
Mike, you think Coach Sanborn's going to open it up here? We haven't seen a pass here. You think you're going to stay on the ground?
I think he's going to chew some clock.
Yep. And you got number 27, Dylan Welch, jogging over to the Plymouth bench. A little wobbly there. He got ticked down pretty hard. Hopefully he'll be all right. He'll still be a big part of the Plymouth offense throughout the day. But number 20, Gabe Keene is in. And another stoppage of play by the refs. And it looks like we got a timeout by the Plymouth Bobcats. So they'll take their first timeout. We didn't really get a lot of time to talk about how Plymouth fared last week, so I'll take a little bit of time now. Plymouth got off to a little shaky first half start against the Pembroke Spartans. I believe it was 9-6 at halftime, but they came out in the second half and really answered the call. I'm sure Coach Sanborn was fired up, as well as all the other coaches at halftime, because it was a little sloppy start. We had Dylan Welch, 29 attempts for 216 yards and 3 touchdowns. So right away, the senior captain making his presence known for the Bobcats. Another thing to watch out for today is different looks from the Plymouth Bobcats. We had Caden Sanborn take a couple of snaps under center. So, You know, Coach Shamborn, Mike, likes to mix it up, especially against the division favorites in the division.
There's no doubt Bo did their homework, so I'm sure he came up with some unique sets and looks to prepare for this game.
Yeah, so we'll probably see those later in the game. So we're back here. We got a 3rd down and 4. Basingway under center. Handoff goes to number 19, Matt Cleary, who lowered the shoulder. Oh, and he gets good hit.
Great tackling by Bo there. Great tackling by Bo to stop them a couple yards short. They'll punt here, I'm sure, and
I don't know. Basingway and
pin Bo back.
Talking it over here.
There is some discussion going on.
The concluding remarks on that play.
The PA announces a concluding remarks. It was a big hit there to keep Cleary, and that's the end of the first quarter. We have Plymouth 12, Bo Falcons 7. We'll take another quick break here, and we'll return in a little shortly with some more Bobcats football on WPNH. Welcome back. We have a big 4th down here. It looks like Coach Shamborn has elected to go for it here early on in the game on 4th and 2 on the Bo 44-yard line. So a big play here early on in the second quarter. We have the handoff goes to number 27, I believe, Dylan Welch.
He got it.
And he got the first down. So a great call by Coach Shamborn and the Plymouth offense to keep the drive moving here in the second quarter.
The Bo 38.
Yeah, picking up some big blocks for those Plymouth Bobcat O-linemen to help push that pile back.
And that is a young O-line, Mike. We have 2 or 3 sophomores on that line. They're led by junior center Tyler 55, Tyler Dekutowski, and number 52, Javon Kador. But other than that, it's a pretty young line. So good to see them moving some of the larger Bo defenders. Passing under center. Number 19, Cleary goes in motion. Handoff goes to number 27, Dylan Welch, and he is swallowed up for a gain of 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, nothing doing there for Welch.
Coach Shamborn, we're right behind Coach Shamborn. Anybody knows Coach Shamborn knows he gets pretty animated over there, Mike.
Yeah, he's not happy with one of his players right now.
It's pretty easy to tell what Coach Shamborn, is
he's not mixing any words.
No, he's not afraid to. So we got 2nd and 9 here from the Bo 37-yard line. We have 10:45 left in the second quarter. Plymouth is eating up some clock here to keep that Bo offense off the field. Basingway takes under center. He takes the snap. He goes to number 19, Matt Cleary again. And Matt Cleary pushes forward for a couple of yards down to the Bo 33.
Eric Goodwin on the stop.
Just looking at it from here, Mike, you look at the size. I know we talked about, but the size of the Bo.
Yeah, big number 71, Cole McLaughlin. He's rubbing 300 pounds. He's a tough guy to get by.
Yeah, tough assignment for the Plymouth line here today. And so far, they're holding their own. they're getting low, and they are moving some of the Bow defenders. So passing weight. This round comes under center. Got 2 backs. Oh, and some free snap movement right there by number 58, Luis Estrella. So that's going to bring the Bobcats back 5 yards on that.
Yeah, he knew it as soon as the whistle blew.
Yeah, and again, Coach Sanborn, you know, and with his experience, he knows the value, what the difference is between a 3rd down and 5 and a 3rd down and 10. Big difference, especially against the Bow Falcons defense.
Absolutely, Gavin.
Those are mistakes that you've really got to try to avoid, especially against Division II favorites. But regardless, we have 3rd down and 10. Here, let's see what Plymouth decides.
If they're going to go for it, he might have 2 downs to pull this off, so
pitch
I don't have to get them all
left.
here.
Welch picks up about half of it.
Yeah, half of it, and knowing Coach Sanborn, they're probably going to go again.
Yeah, you know, I think that's the right call here. You're down the Bow 33. It would be about a 50-yard or so field goal. It's pretty long for Ciotti. So they're kind of in an area where I expect them to go for it.
It will be 4th and 5.
So 4th and 5 here for the Plymouth Bobcats. Mike, what are you calling here? You're Coach Sanborn. What are you dialing up?
I'm probably going to Welch.
Yeah, I think they'll go well.
He's had pretty good luck with this yardage.
Without
He's got a man open.
Right. Oh, and he had a man open, a little bit overthrown there. So that's going to be incomplete. The pass was intended for number 14, Caden Sanborn, the third senior captain for the Bobcats this year. Had a little bit of separation, but the Bow defensive line was able to get to Bassingway, and it was a little high there.
Bassingway limping off the field here. He must have taken a shot.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I was watching Sanborn.
Bassingway's a little slow to come off. Looks like he'll be okay, though. He did take a good hit. So Bow Falcons are going to take over on downs here with 9:05 left in the second quarter with your score Plymouth 12 and Bow 7. And we're ready to go. Number 15.
Yeah, 15's
Owen Walton, quarterback under center.
The senior Owen Walton.
And handoff goes to Lover. And Lover is churning, and he's still churning.
They can't get him down.
Mike, he was hit first at the line of scrimmage, and he
was stopped for no gain, and he was able to reel off about 8 yards there, 8 or 9 yards.
Dragged 2 or 3 Plymouth Bobcats for 8 yards. And we talked about this pregame, and that's going to be the key, to get him down early. I wouldn't want to tackle him, Mike, would you?
No.
No, I mean.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Looks like he's in the backfield again.
Yeah. So we got Lover and 41, Hollis Jones in the backfield. Heavy set. Handoff goes to Lover. And Lover is churning, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, he just buries his head, Gav, and goes forward. Not a lot of no surprises in his game. He's going to run right at you and hit you.
Yeah, he's over 1,000-yard rusher last year and one of the favorites for the Division II Player of the Year. So we're already seeing that from the start here of the value he brings to that Bow offense. So we got a first down here from the Bow 46. Handoff goes to number 2. Oh, Walton, he gets some separation, and he's breaking out wide. And one safety hit between him, and he cuts back. And a good tackle by number 84, Will Foisey.
Morgan Gordon with the carry for the
Bobcats
Falcons.
get a touchdown, but that was a big run for number 2, Morgan Gordon there, utilizing the speed there. Mike, a good call there by the Bow Falcons. You know, you're inside with Lover, and you got Gordon, who's a runner outside.
Yeah, that's clearly Gordon's position here on the team, is to get outside. And once he got around the corner, he was tough to catch.
So good run there from Bow. Bow is driving. They're on the Plymouth 11-yard line here. 1st and 10. They're going to go back inside with Lover, and Lover is dragging Plymouth defenders down to the Plymouth 7-yard line.
Yeah, I can't imagine Lover coughs the ball up a whole lot.
With a gain of about 3.
No, he's
He's
not tall,
down to
Mike, but
Bobcats
he's
7.
really he looks like he's been in the weight room a lot. He's gonna drag some Plymouth defenders with him all day. One thing to keep in mind in today too, is I'm watching both teams. It's a heat on the field. I'm seeing a lot of guys, after these big runs, coming out and their helmets off.
Immediately getting some water.
This is gonna be a battle today with the heat.
Yeah.
It's second down, pre-snap penalty. Handoff goes inside the Lover, who runs it to the Plymouth 3-yard line. We got a flag on the play.
It's going against Bo.
Bo looks like a legal formation or pre-snap against
Flag
Bo.
for illegal motion against the Falcons.
So that's going to move them back 5 yards. We have 6:48 left here in this second quarter. And Bo is moving back here 5 yards for a pre-snap penalty. Legal formation.
Results in a second down and goal from the 12.
So we have second and goal from the 12-yard line here. Bo comes up to the football, the line of scrimmage. We have 3 backs. Handoff goes inside to Lover, and Lover has room. But a great tackle there by the Bobcats. I'm having trouble seeing the number. That looked like number 10, Parker Eastman, another senior who made a great tackle. Looked like he had a lot of room there, Mike, to run.
He did. There's a big hole there. I think they're trying to bounce it out around the edge a little bit more often. We've got timeout now by Bo.
And we have a timeout here from Bo. Their second timeout of the half. We're going to stick with you here as Bo is on the Plymouth 7-yard line, so we don't want to miss any action. Another big third down here, Mike, with your score of Plymouth 12, Bo 7. You got to think that Coach Shammore and Coach Lamb and that Plymouth defense wants to hold Bo to 3 here.
Yeah, I agree. I think they maybe do take the field goal, although they're having so much success running the ball. Perhaps they turn this into a 2-down scenario.
One thing, I'm looking down behind the end zone here. You got a lot of the Bo student section here in support of their hometown Falcons today. They understand the ramifications of this game, even though it's so early on in the year, and big rivalry throughout Division II football history here between the Falcons and the Bobcats.
And an emotional game, too, with the start that we got with the dedication to the Bo football player who tragically passed last year. So I think, Bo's playing for a little something extra today.
They are definitely indeed. And it's the 1-year anniversary today. So it's definitely an emotional day here for the Bo football team and the Bo community. So Bo is back from their timeout. The Plymouth defense is running out. And we have a big third down here for the Bo Falcons on the Plymouth 6. Quick snap. Goes to Lover inside, and Lover is going to get in for the touchdown. They ran right up to that line of scrimmage, didn't waste any time, and punched it in.
Yeah, he just walked in, Gav. I don't know what Plymouth was doing on defense, but there wasn't much of it going on.
No.
He was able to just stroll right in.
Great coaching there by that Bo Falcons. A little quick snap there, wait for them to get set, and went right away.
Jared Dolder is on to try and add the extra point.
It was a very similar play to the one they ran just prior.
Okay, so we have number 7, Jared Dolder, to kick the extra point. Take it up, and the kick is good. So we have a score of Bo 14 and Plymouth 12 with 6:04 left in the second quarter. We're going to take a break here from Bo, and we'll be right back for some more Plymouth football on WPNH. we're back with Plymouth football. It's a squib kick from Bo that's just covered by number 55, Tyler Dekutowski. So no return there from the Bobcats, but they're going to start with good field position here in a 2-point game.
Yeah, Bo wants nothing to do with the special team return team for the Plymouth Bobcats. Dekutowski given clear instructions to just sit on the ball.
Yeah, and I think, that's smart considering what the first quarter happened. The first quarter with some 2 big returns by the Bobcats. So we have first down and 10 for the Plymouth Bobcats. The ball is on their own 33. We have Bassingwaite under center, ready to go. Handoff is at number 27, Dylan Welch, who goes for about 1 yard. So good start by the Bo Falcons defense, who pushed the Plymouth offensive line back a little bit and limited the carry to 1 yard.
Sean Nichols on the stop for the Falcons.
Keep an eye on Bassingwaite's health out there, Gav. I'm not sure if he's back to 100%.
Yeah, it's something to monitor here as we move forward. Bassingwaite is a good athlete, and I expect Coach Shamborn to get him out in space, or at least try to at some point today. So we got 2nd and 9, ball from the Bo 34. Handoff goes, fake handoff, Bassingwaite's running out wide here, and
That's
is
a horse
brought
collar.
down by number 41, Hollis Jones.
Quarterback.
Kind of right on cue, Mike, talking about Bassingwaite, but he got brought down there. He didn't quite get the edge.
Yeah, they missed a penalty on that one. Coach Sanborn yelling as well. That
Third down and 6 for the Bobcats.
Bassingwaite gets brought down by his collar, which is a no-no.
So checking
Thankfully,
in,
he's okay.
So we have checking in 33, Landon Foggs in for Matt Cleary. Another senior on this team. It's nice to see him getting some action here on this big third down for the Bobcats. We have 4:35 left in the second quarter, so we'll see how aggressive Coach Shamor wants to get here, or if he's okay to keep trying to churn some clock. Another timeout is taken by Coach Sanborn here. That's his second of the half, as the Bobcats look confused there, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like, who was that? 87, Brennan Johnson might have been not in the correct position. He tried to bounce back over to the right side, and Coach just called the timeout just to be careful.
So during this pause, the second quarter is brought to you by Wilson Tire. Wilson Tire, they're the dependable car people all year round. Lebanon, Plymouth, and Randolph. Visit them online at wilsontireco.com. So Coach Sanborn taking his time out here to get his group all settled and ready to go here for this crucial third down with 4:18 left in the third quarter. Mike, do you look for Bassingwaite here to open it up with a little pass, or you think they're going to stay on the ground here for this big third down? We haven't seen Bassingwaite throw the ball yet. One time so far.
Yeah, just the one time. And although they had a guy open, I just, if I was a gambling man, I would say they're probably going to keep it on the ground.
Keep taking that clock.
I don't know if this is 2-down territory for Coach Sanborn. I don't think it is. I think you want to go into halftime keeping this game as close as you can.
Snap goes. It's a sweep. It goes to number 20, Gabe Keene. Gabe Keene's trying to get the first down, but he will not, as he is brought down 2 yards short. He almost got the edge, but a good tackle there by the Bo safety to keep Keene from getting that first down.
Gav, that was the first sweep I think we've seen today. That was a good play for them. Picked up a bunch of yards. Almost made the edge.
Almost got there. And it looks like Bassingwaite's heading back to the huddle here on fourth down, and Plymouth is going to stay aggressive and go for it on their own 41.
Yeah,
a lot of confidence there from Coach
They've been picking up a lot of these short down plays with a run right up the middle. We'll see what happens.
We have fourth down and 2 yards here from the Plymouth 41. A big play here. And we have another stoppage here. And it's going to be a timeout on Coach Sanborn, who is very animated on the sidelines here. As he has to wait his last timeout of the half with 4:10 left in this second quarter. So, Mike, it might just be me now, but I think this game now has slowed down a lot.
Yeah, this Coach Sanborn's doing a lot of coaching this quarter, it seems like. A little miscommunication out there. Guys out of position. This is a huge down.
And as it's great that, it's not good. You don't want to see the mistakes, but at least early on in the season, it gives Coach Sanborn a lot of opportunity to coach up his guys as they come down the stretch here in this young season.
Sure, it sure does.
But, there's a lot of things from the first couple of games that, Plymouth has got to clean up here down the stretch. But all in all, against the Division II favorite, you got to think that Coach Sanborn likes and the coaching staff likes where they are at. They're still in this game, 14-12, down 2 points. So we are back here, 4th and 2, a big play in this point of the game. Snap goes to number 27, Dylan Welch. Dylan Welch is going to lower. He's going to try to get there, but he is going to get swallowed up. It looks like from here a yard short. It will be a yard short. And Bo is going to take over on downs and have great field position to try to punch this in with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Dylan Welch is getting helped off the field here. A couple of teammates. He looks to be in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of extra tackling going on after the play there, Gavin.
We can only hope he's okay. He's a big part of that Plymouth offense, and Plymouth is going to need him down the stretch.
Yeah, I thought we might see a penalty on that, to be honest, for playing after the whistle.
Yeah, you also have to wonder if early on in the season, if Dylan's battling a couple of injuries, a couple of nagging injuries, because throughout Game 1 and Game 2, he has been,
time out for measurement.
They're going to measure this. At least from our vantage point, Mike, it looked to be short.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good spot they're getting, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't think he was much past the 40.
And he's going to be about a yard and a half short, Mike. So I think he did get a good spot, too,
yeah,
Mike. Right.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah. Definitely the right call.
Falcons will take over on downs.
Falcons are going to take over here with a chance to do some damage here in this football game.
Yeah, 4 minutes left, plenty of time. I know they run and keep the clock moving, but I think they've got plenty of time to punch one in. Let's see if the Plymouth can stop them on D.
Yeah. Big spot here for the Plymouth defense. You want to keep it a one-score game heading into halftime.
We need to have some of these captains, some of these seniors step up and motivate their guys.
Snap goes under center to Lover. And Lover is gang tackled. Great job by the Plymouth Bobcats defense there to hold the 2. That's what you need, Mike, from that Plymouth defense.
Carry.
Yeah, he was met there by number 10, Parker Eastman again.
Gain of about 2.
Second time we've called his name in the last few plays here.
You got to get
Of course,
low.
he needed some help to bring him down, but at least he stood him up.
You got to get low when tackling Lover, or else it could be a long day if you're going to try to tackle him from up high. So Lover's going to take a break. We have Hollis Jones and Gordon in the backfield for the Falcons. Number 22 goes in motion. Hands off goes to Owen Gordon outside again. And Owen Gordon is going to get a gain of 5. We have a flag on the play.
Yeah,
Gordon on the carry for the Falcons.
Gordon again bouncing it out to the side. That's where he lives, I think, Gav.
Yeah. You're seeing a lot of Lover and Hollis Jones on the inside and Gordon on the outside. And it's going to be holding on the Bo Falcons here. So that's going to bring the Bo Falcons back 10 yards.
Yeah, Plymouth needed that.
Yeah, they did. As Bo was, they're looking to get on the board here before this first half ends, make it a 2-possession game against the rival Plymouth Bobcats. So a good break there for Plymouth.
Sean Woods checking in on defense, number 22.
As Coach Lamb's getting people in and out on this hot day from Bo. Only hope for us announcers, Mike, and the football players. It's a little bit more football weather here moving down the stretch. We've had 2 hot ones.
That's right.
So
Fall's coming, no doubt.
With New Hampshire weather, you never know what you're going to get in September and into October. So,
what do they say? Wait 10 minutes, it'll change.
Exactly right. So we have Bo with second down in about 20 here. Handoff goes inside to Lover. Lover picks up about 3 yards. So it's going to make it a very tough third down with 2:43 left and running for the Bo Falcons here.
Lover focusing on that left side, Gavin. They're Bo must see something over there that they like, or a player that they're trying to attack on that side.
And
The
you
Lover is just hammering the left.
You got 52, Javon Cador over there, senior, who spent a lot of time in the weight room to prepare for the senior season. So he's up to the task. Handoff goes outside the Lover this time on third down, and Lover gets the outside, and he's going to pick up the first down and more down to the Plymouth 27.
Yeah, a little bit different look from the
Lower
Falcons
on the carry,
there.
picks up about 25.
About a 25-yard run. That was a pitch, actually, not a handoff, and was able to kind of bounce it out to the sideline there.
And just as the Plymouth defense worked to get them in the 3rd and 17
First
position,
down for the Falcons.
Lover picks up
at
25
the
yards to pick up that first down. That hurts if you're the
27.
Plymouth defense. Another pitch out to Owen Gordon. Gets a good block. Gordon gets brought down for a gain of 8.
Logan Gordon on the carry.
So there's Mike. They're staying with that left side. They must
Yeah,
see something they like.
and they're picking up a big chunks on those tosses.
Number 70, another for Bo Falcons. Number 70, Sean Nichols, Jr., 6'2", 245, is
Picks up
down
about 7,
over on the
it'll be
side.
2nd and 3.
That would be a big loss for that Bo line if he could not continue. But you never know this hot day. Hopefully he'll be all right. But we have a officials timeout here for that injury, and it's going to be a break for both teams here to get some water. As we're heading into a crucial last 2 minutes in the second quarter for both teams. If you're the Bo Falcons, you're trying to make it a 2-possession game. If you're the Plymouth Bobcats, you're trying to hold it to 1 possession. So, Mike, it's a big spot here early on.
Yeah, big spot, and it's 2 and short. I think it's 2 and 3. They've got the ball in the 20, and they seem to be moving the ball pretty easily here on the Bobcats. You wonder if the defense is just getting tired out there. I know we keep bringing up the weather. It's a lot of work out there for these boys.
And we really can't reiterate how hot it is up here in the booth and down the field until you have your football pads on, or if you're just up here. It is hot. So we got 2 minutes left in this second quarter. Coach Lamb is going over last-minute details here with the Bobcats as the Bobcats tread back onto the field here.
Yeah, Bobcats got a defense have to feel a little bit depleted right now. They've given up some big plays, and we'll see if Coach Lamb can come up with something for them.
All right, we got 2nd and 2 and 3. Handoff goes to number 22, Owen Gurton, senior running back.
Owen Gordon on the carry for the Falcons. No gain.
And no gain on the play, Mike. So
It'll be 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 here. And the clock keeps moving with 1:45 left in this second quarter. Let's see what Coach Lamb has dialed up here on this big 3rd down and 3. Has both teams, students sections cheering on their teams here on this big 3rd and 3. Handoff goes to 41, Hollis Jones, and Hollis Jones easily picks up the first down. Bounces off a tackle, and he is still moving down to
Hollis
the
Jones on the carry for the Falcons.
8-yard line. So, the Bows size, the
Picks up a
backfield right
first down
there
at the
showing
Bobcats.
as they pick
10.
up the first down. And it's a quick huddle as Bo is coming back down to the field trying to capture the
Plymouth
guard,
not ready.
but they don't have any timeouts left, Mike. So, I don't think the refs were paying attention. Plymouth definitely got away.
Plymouth got away with one.
20 men on the field.
Yeah, they had 2 guys still 3
Owen
yards
Gordon
onto the
on
field.
carry for the Falcons.
The side judge there was not looking,
Gain
though.
of about
Plymouth got
3.
away with it. As Bo was
No huddle
still
again
huddled.
here.
And they're trying to snap it as number 14, Caden Sanborn's trying to get off the field. He will. And swallowed up on 2nd down for about 1
Jones
yard.
on the
Hollis
carry,
Jones
no
on the
gain.
carry.
I don't know why Coach is subbing right now with the no huddle offense going on.
Yeah, and they have no timeouts too, Mike. Coach had to burn 2 timeouts, Coach Sanborn. So there's still some confusion on this Plymouth defense. I think they've got all situated now. We have a big 3rd down with 6 yards to go to punch it in for Bo. We have 19 seconds left. Pitch goes out wide, and the Plymouth defense had
Hollis Jones on
no
the
clue where that
Touchdown
football was,
Falcons.
as at the end was looking inside, and he was untouched
Yeah,
heading into the end zone.
that's the first time I've seen either one of these 2 teams run an option play. Defensive end had to pick up the quarterback, and when he committed, he just pitched it out to his back there. Great play by Bo.
That last minute there was, Coach Chamberlain's probably wishing he had a timeout because that defense was confused for that last minute.
Yeah.
And the Bo Falcons took advantage of that.
I think they're gassed.
Yeah. So a big score for Bo here to make the score 20-12. We have 14 seconds left, and the extra point is up, and it is good. So that officially makes it a two-possession game.
Extra point
the score
by
is
Jared
Bo
Golder
21, and your own Plymouth Bobcats 12. We're going to stay with you. We only have about 14 seconds left here before halftime, but a big score, Mike, from Bo there.
Yeah, big score there. Plymouth just didn't have an answer. They're tired, and Bo's just a really good football team. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna run at you, and they're gonna hit you, and they're gonna just keep wearing you down. Now I expect here coming out that they will not kick it off to Dylan Welch. I think they'll probably squib kick or hit something short. Keep it out of the hands of Plymouth's running backs.
Especially with 14 seconds. The last thing they need is to see the Plymouth special teams and Dylan Welch or Gabe Keane again. Dylan Welch is not heading back to return it. It's going to be number 12, Luke Diamond. So Luke Diamond, the sophomore, getting some action here. I'm assuming Bo's just going to squib it, though. Not let either Keane or Diamond touch the football. So here we go. We have 14 seconds left in the second quarter. As the ball is away, it is a squib kick. 55, Dekutowski is just going to follow the football again.
Yeah, good job there by Dekutowski. That's all he had. Smart play. Don't need to turn the ball over on your own 35.
So I'd be surprised if Coach Chamberlain does anything except for kind of, very conservative. He might even take a knee here and take this into halftime with 14 seconds left. The last thing you need is to turn the ball over and give Bo a chance on the Plymouth side. So I'd be surprised if Coach Chamberlain really did anything except to run it inside or take a knee here to end the half. I just don't think, Mike, there's enough time here to get
in fact, I agree. I don't think they're going to run a play. If they do, it's just a dive forward.
And Plymouth and Bo has their prevent defense out. They're not going to let anything get by them here. They only have looks like they have 4 safeties back, about 35, 40 yards.
You've got no timeouts left, like you said, so you've got to score on this play.
Very risky play there. Bassingwaite takes a snap and throws a pass that could have nearly been picked off.
Yeah, intended receiver there, Gabe Keane. He threw it right at the chest of the Bo defender who was jumping up in the air to knock it down.
And that is just something eventually that Luke Bassingwaite, you just need to go down there. The last thing you need is an interception on your own 25-yard line and a chance for Bo to score some more points. So I'd be, again, Coach Chamberlain's saying aggressive, but I'd be surprised to see that again. They got away with that one. So now we have 9 seconds left. Plymouth has the ball on their own 28-yard line. You have a wide receiver out wide to the left. It's going to be a sweep out to number 20, Gabe Keane. And Gabe Keane is going to pick up 5 yards. Oh, and a little late hit after the play. It's not going to be called.
That's number 2, Logan Gordon, rather.
Yeah. Coach Chamberlain's not happy. He was right in front of there. That would look a little extracurricular.
Coach reminding the ref that he was 5 yards out of bounds when he made that hit. He didn't hit him hard, but it was unnecessary for sure.
Yeah. So 3 seconds left here. We have 3rd down and 8 from Plymouth's own 31-yard line. Bassingwaite under center. Looks like they're going to take a knee here. They're in formation. Bassingwaite is simply going to take a knee. And that is going to end the first half from Bo. The score is Bo 21, Plymouth Bobcats 12. We're going to take a break here. I know Mike and I are going to get some water. We'll be right back with a look at Division II football and then a look at how some of the Plymouth sports are doing when we return on WPNH. Two. Also in Division II, we have Hanover and John Stark. Hanover took that 33-12 as Hanover improves to 2-0 on the year. John Stark goes to 0-2. Merrimack Valley Laconia. Merrimack Valley beats Laconia 30-19 as both teams are now 1-1. And next week the Bobcats will be taking on the Merrimack Valley Pride next week in Plymouth football action. So that's a little bit around Division II on Friday Night Football. So we'll see how the other games play out over the course of the day today. I think Friday Night Football would have been a little bit better, a little bit nicer to play, Mike, than playing today.
When is that game? The Friday Night Football?
So,
is that?
yeah, also we have October 7th, the first Friday night game in Plymouth football history, I believe. And as they're going to take on the Guilford Belmont Eagles Friday night, 7 o'clock in Plymouth for a great cause. It's going to be the Gray Out event, and I know talking to AD Todd Austin and Coach Sanborn and everyone, there's a great anticipation for that event, and that's going to be a great game for that Plymouth community to come out and celebrate for a great cause. So
that's a first time, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Plymouth had a game under the lights.
First time and for a great cause. So I know everyone's going to be fired up for that game against a rival. So next we're going to take you around to just kind of highlight the Plymouth sports and how other sports are doing. Mike, if you want to take over. Well, I'll first talk about golf.
Yeah, that's right, Coach.
Yeah, so I'll talk about golf and then hand it over to Mike for some of the other sports. The golf team started out the year 3-8. I have a young team this year. We faced a lot of good teams so far, so our back half of our schedule is looking like a little bit easier to pick up some wins. But the golf team is off to a great start. We're led by 3 captains: junior Johnny Flaherty, senior Brianna Caston, and senior Lindsay Miller, who are all great leaders for that golf team. So I'll turn it over to Mike here to go over how some of the other
Bobcats I know a bunch of those names. I had the pleasure of coaching, I think, all 3 of those players. I used to give golf lessons to Lindsay, and Brianna I coached in softball, and Johnny Flaherty I coached back when he was a Holderness Hawk. I coached him in soccer. So good kids. It's a great program, and I know that you're excited to be coaching, Gavin, and to be a part of it. And also, I just mentioned about golf. You guys are playing at 2 home courses now. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So this year, recently Owl's just bought White Mountain Country Club. So we're playing at both White Mountain Country Club and Owl's Nest Golf Course, which the kids have been really enjoying this year. You know, we're really lucky as a program to be able to play on 2 great golf courses. Not every team has those opportunities. And I have Jeff Park, who is a former coach and PRHS alum and professional White Mountain, Bailey Nangle, helping me out this year. You know, so over the years, and Mike Ullman, a former coach, the Bobcats have been pretty lucky to have some golfers within the program the past 10 years or so.
Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky to have Jeff Park. Shout out to Jeff Park, current club champion, men's gross division at Owl's Nest Country Club. So you've got our golf club rather. You've got some pretty talented coaches and golf minds over there. The kids are really lucky to have them. And Gav, you're no slouch yourself when it comes to golf.
Yeah, I do my best, Mike.
Well, Plymouth's got a lot of sports going on. Everything's off and running. Records don't indicate how hard the kids are working this fall. Field hockey is off. They had a rough week losing to Kennett and Sanborn. They're at a 1-4 record. The boys soccer team talked with Coach Elderkin just the other night. He's hopeful that he's going to get things turned around. They're off to a 1-3 start and have Sanborn. They played last night. They picked up their first win against Sanborn. That's correct. They 0-3 start, and Coach was hopeful going into that Sanborn game that they'd pick up their first W. So they were able to do that, and hopefully their success continues. Girls soccer off to a losing start, unfortunately. They sit at 0-4 with a recent loss to Pembroke. The girls volleyball having a rough start there. Cross country's going. Unified soccer, just so many great programs going on at Plymouth High. Some fantastic coaches. And, the kids are really lucky to have the facilities that they have. We're here at Bow. This is a pretty nice facility here. The field's in decent shape. It's a little burnt out because we've had so much sun and not enough water this year. But as you travel around the state and play around the different schools as I had, being a Plymouth High grad myself, I'm always impressed at what a great job the Park and Rec department do for Plymouth with just all their facilities. You played there. You talk about the golf courses that we're able to play at now. The kids are really fortunate to have and be able to play on some of the fields and baseball diamonds and the ski jump, and it goes on and on. They really do a nice job, and when we talk about pride and tradition, that's one of the things that I think of.
And talking about football specifically, one name that comes to mind that often sometimes goes unrecognized is Sheldon Bird, who's been with the Plymouth youth program year after year.
That's right.
And helping out. Even when his kids have gone through the program 15 years, or 10, 12 years from now ago, and he is stuck with the program, and he does a great job with the youth program and getting them ready to go for high school. So Tom Underwood is another name that helped out with the youth program for many years. Hall of Fame baseball coach here in New Hampshire, and I know Mike and I both had the pleasure to play and even coach with Tom. Great guy. So we're going to take a quick break here. We have 4 minutes left to go before we start the second half, and we'll be right back with some Plymouth football. Two minutes, 2:22 left to go here before the start of the second half. Just going to kind of take you through the first half if you are just joining us here from Bow. Talk about the highlights. What a start by the Plymouth Bobcats they received. And Dylan Welch, senior captain, took it about 85 yards to set the Plymouth with great field position. And it was capitalized by Dylan Welch himself, who punched it in for a touchdown. Extra point was missed, however, to give Plymouth a 6-0 lead. Bo came down and scored on a Hollis Jones touchdown to make it 7-6. Bo. On the ensuing kickoff, again, the Plymouth special teams striking. Gabe Keene, Jr., great to see him back this week after an injury scare last week. Took it back 90 yards to the house for a touchdown. Coach Sanborn tried to get that point back on the extra point, but Plymouth offense was stuffed to make it 12-7. And then from there was really the Ryan Lover and Owen Gordon story as they controlled the clock and picked up chunk yards. And I believe Ryan Lover has scored twice here in that second quarter to make the score Bow 21 and Plymouth 14. Those extra points, Mike, they're big. Now it's a two-possession game. You get those 2 extra points. We're talking 7 points.
Yeah, down 9 is not a great number you want to be down. That's like having 9 guys that want to play golf. It's just, it's not the difference in the game right now, but it will be tough to overcome. I would expect to see a steady diet of ground and pound on both sides. Bo at the moment doing a little bit more of the pounding. Plymouth just hasn't come up with an answer yet for not just the big back, Ryan Lover, but for any of the backs. Bo utilizing 3 or 4 different backs. Plymouth really kind of sticking to 2 or 3 guys.
Okay, Bo Bulldogs, please.
And
exit
Bo
the field.
Bo just being big.
You're playing tomorrow, guys.
Just a tough team to beat. Predicted to go all the way this year, and they're kind of showing why.
Yeah, and we just heard from the PA announcer. The time has run out, and both teams, I do not see either team on the field yet this year as the Plymouth Bobcats come out. So when we're talking about the heat out here, it is no joke today, as both teams are maximizing the amount of time.
Yeah, I think Bo's hanging out in the shade up in the woods.
I'm trying to find some shade too myself, Mike. We got another half to call though, and we're excited for this second half.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Hear from Bo, as Bo still hasn't come out yet. Plymouth looks like they're ready to go.
Still 2:30 left on the clock. They're gonna stay
a little hometown here. Add another 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the Bo Falcons.
Right.
Take advantage of that home field today. As here comes Bo finally from the wooded shaded area. As they're coming back here, ready for the second half. As they're greeted by some of students here at Bo, and they're running back in.
Yeah, nice reception by their fans. You get the cowbells going. They're enjoying themselves over there.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break here with 2 minutes to go, and we'll be right back with second half action from Bo. To 12 score in favor of the Bo Falcons here in the first half. A half that primarily was dominated, if you look at, not looking at the score, dominated by the Bo Falcons. But thanks to the Plymouth special teams effort, Plymouth is still in this football game here as we go into the second half. So all in all, pictures aside, Mike, you have to like that Plymouth here is still in this ball game against a Division II.
Yeah, they're very much in the game. You mentioned earlier being down 2 scores instead of 1, but anything can happen.
Anything can happen. You're right.
As cliche as that is, Plymouth did make some nice stops there, forced Bo to punt, I think only once. Not a big punting game here today. Both sides feeling comfortable going for it, 4th and short, even 4th and 4 or 5, electing not to punt, trusting their defense.
Exactly right, Mike. Yeah, so, in fourth down situations, both teams have been pretty aggressive here so far. And, if you look at the Plymouth Bobcats, Coach Sanborn, he's trying to push the right buttons here. Again, youthful team, is showing confidence in his team to get the job done here against a really tough Bo Falcons football team. So we're looking forward to some second half action here as both teams are getting ready to come out onto the field.
Yeah, the clock is set. I think we're ready for the whistle, and there it is.
The refs are blowing the whistle here to get both teams out here. And they have both maximized their time in the shade, hopefully not in the sun. And we're getting ready to go.
Yeah, I would expect to see a little bit more energy to start the half now that they got some rest and some hydration. Plymouth kicking off left to right here to the Bo Falcons.
Here comes Bo out onto the field here. And we're getting ready for some football here in the second half. Key for Plymouth has got to be, Mike, to stop him here. Don't let him score here to start the second half.
Yeah, It would be great. I'd like to say a 3 and out. It might be a 4 and out. We'll see what field position they get.
That would be ideal.
But be great to get Bo off the field on the first series.
Number 3, Gianni Ciatti kicks it, and it is his low kick. It's swimming, and it's touched. It's botched by number 14. Couple good blocks, and he is advancing, and he is going to get the ball out to the Bo 37.
Yeah, he ran into his own player there, Gavin. I think he could have got some more yardage, but apparently he's faster than the guy in front of him.
So Bo with some decent starting position here to start the second half. We'll see what coaching adjustments are made by both Coach Shamore, Coach Lane with defense, then by Bo as well here as we get into the second half. If you're Bo, Mike, are you staying with the script?
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're just going to continue to pound it and tire the Plymouth defense out.
I agree with that. Owen Walton under center, getting ready to take the snap. Snap goes, Walton going to Lover, and Lover is still moving his feet.
Yeah, it takes 2 or 3 guys, Gav, to bring him down.
Yeah, and so
the ball out to the
ball is out to the Bo 45-yard line, so it picks up about 7 yards there to make it second and 2 for Bo. And Bo is, I think, content, even right now, to start taking a little bit of clock. Go a little bit slower, methodical pace, especially in this heat. So Owen Walton comes to the line of scrimmage here. Heavy set. We see a lot from Bo. Takes a snap. It looks like it's a botched play, a little miscommunication there. It looked like the quarterback thought he was going to hand it off to Lover, and Lover did not think he was getting the ball.
Yeah, he turned around and no one was home.
About 1 on the play.
And, you know, talk about a senior right there. Owen Walton, smart enough not to force anything, not to do anything stupid. Kind of just takes it and goes right down to make it still a manageable third down. So there's a little senior leadership there from Owen Walton.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. He wasn't going to do anything, force anything that he didn't need to. That was a smart play.
So still a manageable third down from Bo. Big place here for the Bobcats. Trying to get him 3 and out here. Owen Walton's under center. Takes a snap, handoff inside, number 41, Hollis Jones. Hollis Jones, second effort. He is going to get the first down. It looked like he was going to be slowed up, but keeps his feet moving and gets the first down.
Yeah, nice little spin move there from Jones. Kept the pile moving. Tough to tackle when a guy's spinning in circles.
Can't go high on some of those big running backs. It looked like number 19, Max Clear went high, and he just kept moving.
First and 10 from their 49.
First down, Bo from the Bo 49. Walton under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Lover. Good tackle right there. Number 40 for the Bobcats. Eli Crane, sophomore, in on the tackle.
He's 2nd and 8.
Sophomore. Good to get some action there from Eli Crane, as well as a couple of the Bobcats in on the tackle. So we have 2nd down and 8. They just advanced it over the 50, so we have 2nd and 8 from the Plymouth 49. 3 backs. Snap goes to number 40. Number 40, Blake Scaranza, one of Bo's 5 backs. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards to make it a manageable third down.
Blake Scaranza on the carry.
So already, Mike, you're seeing Bo use that clock.
Yeah, chewing up the clock. Like you said, they've got 4 or 5 backs that they're rotating in and out, so they're going to keep doing that.
And what a luxury to have on a day like today.
Absolutely.
So we have 3rd down and 4 here. As Plymouth's sideline here is getting loud. Looking for a stop here. Walton takes a snap, hands it off to number 22, Owen Girton. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of 3-back sets right now. Bo had a guy almost in the slot. They're just using him to be a blocker downfield, but clearly going to just stick with a run and just pound it down Plymouth's throat. Nothing they can do to stop him as of yet. So we'll see what Coach Lamb can tune in here.
And we have 18 left in the third quarter here. as Bo has taken about 5 minutes so far off the clock. It looks like they're content to take their time here. Handoff goes to number 41.
41, that's Hollis Jones, and they've got that, Gavin. They're running on the side that the slot receiver is lining up in. So each time number 2, Logan Gordon, lines up outside, they're just utilizing him as a blocker.
I'm sure Coach Shamor's picked up on that. A great tackle there by Caden Sanborn, captain, to keep Hollis Jones. Actually, a loss of 3 there on the play. So you have 2nd and 13 for Bo. A great start to that sequence there. Great tackle by Caden Sanborn. So we have 2nd and 13 here. Let's see if Plymouth can. Look at some pre-snap movement. No call. Great. Oh, we got a penalty.
There's the flag.
It's gonna come back. Great of 13 there, but flag is out. It's either holding or a pre-snap penalty. It's going to be a hold on Bo. They might have gotten away with a false start, but 10 yards is better than 5, so I'm sure we'll take that.
Yeah, you called it, Gavin. Didn't look like the ref was going to throw his flag. We got a holding on Bo. It's the call.
Yeah, holding on Bo. So they're moving back 10 yards to 2nd and 23. You know, and you really can't take that for granted if you're Plymouth, because a big play from that first half was when there was a pitch out to Ryan Lover, who picked up 25 yards on 3rd and 17. So you got to keep the pail down if you're Coach Lamb.
Penalty, it'll be 2nd and about 22.
Yeah, that brings them all the way back to the 50-yard line, making it 2nd and 20 here.
2nd and 22. On the back in Bo's part of the field. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to Hollis Jones. Hollis Jones has some room. Oh, and he cuts it back. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he is going to walk in for the touchdown. So we just talked about, Mike, not getting complacent on a 2nd and long, and Hollis Jones punches it in.
Unbelievable. It was a good run. I thought I saw a block in the back by Bo, but it was missed.
So he went untouched virtually. Great cutback there by Hollis Jones. He's a big guy running the football, but he's showing his foot speed as well on that carry.
Yeah, he looked pretty quick, rejuvenized after a nice halftime for him. And, again, lining up that slot guy, they're running on that side the last 3 plays. So hopefully Coach Sanborn can pick up on that, and knowing it's one thing, but doing something about it's the other.
Snap is up. Snap is down, and the kick is good. So we have Bo 28, Plymouth 13 here. We have 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Bobcat Football on WPNH.
Squib kickoff, once again covered by number 55, Tyler Dekutowski.
Hey, welcome back to Bo, where Bo just kicked off the Plymouth. Another squib kick, again, to prevent Bobcats from returning it. And Tyler Dekutowski just takes a knee. Plymouth is starting from their own 32-yard line. We have 6:39 left in the first quarter. The third quarter is brought to you by Plymouth Hannaford, Hatch Plaza, Tenny Mountain Highway in Plymouth. Open early and staying open late every day to make things easier for you. So look like that. It's number 10, a new quarterback under center. That is Parker Eastman, senior, that's taking some snaps. And that play, Mike, just got blown up.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Coach Sanborn had drawn up there. Parker Eastman getting a shot here, try to get something going for the Bobcats.
Backfield by number 71.
That's, it's good to keep mixing up offenses, but that's one thing, too. When you get new guys in new positions, they're not used to taking those snaps. Those types of things can happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's a senior, and he's been playing football for a long, long time, but playing quarterback's a whole other animal.
It is. And Bo, the defense is encouraging their sideline to get loud as the Bo sideline is up on their feet, and they're making some noise here. Parker Eastman under center, takes a snap. It goes to 19, Matt Cleary. Matt Cleary has running room. Matt Cleary gets to the Plymouth 8-yard line. So they've got a gain of about 8 or 9 there from senior captain Matt Cleary.
Yeah, great cut by Cleary to get himself into some open space there. Leaving themselves about 3rd and 4.
Blake Scarinza and Gavin McCabe on that.
So we have 3rd down here. Big 3rd down for the Bobcats. Goes to senior captain Dylan Welch. Dylan Welch with a nice cutback, and he has enough. Forward progress is going to give Dylan Welch the 1st down. Great run by senior captain Dylan Welch.
Welch on the carry for the Bobcats.
You wonder if Bastonwaite's injured or if Coach is just going with a different look here for the second half. Either way, Parker's moving the ball, leading this offense pretty well right now.
So 1st down, Plymouth is on the move here in the 3rd quarter with 4:44 to go. Handoff goes to 27, Dylan Welch, and this time Bo is all over it, and Dylan Welch is stuffed for about no gain on the play.
Yeah, big number 70, Sean Nicholas there on the tackle for Bo. Just a man size.
Yeah, that interior lineman for Bo, they have some size. So they have Plymouth offensive line has their work cut out for him here.
Welch did a nice job securing that ball. It looks like the tackler had his hands on his arms, so good job by Welch to hold on to it.
Coach was all over that, I'm sure, after the first game. So Eastman's under center here. He takes a snap. Handoff is a counter to number 30, Ciotti. And Ciotti with a nice carry. So Coach Sanborn sets up 2 inside runs and then goes back to the counter there.
Yeah, you're seeing some different looks here early on from Coach Sanborn. Bo not prepared for it.
No, clearly not. Plymouth, nice mix of play calling here to move the football against a tough Bo defense. Very much manageable now.
Defense had only let up 12 points in the first half, only 14 points rather last week. So pretty stingy defense for Bo, but Plymouth doing a nice job here as they cross midfield.
So we have a wide out wide here, out wide. There's senior Dylan Vesey out to the right. 1 back set. Number 30, Ciotti goes in motion. It's the same play, and this time Bo was ready for it.
Yeah, they sniffed that out. Dylan Vesey just out there, obviously, as a decoy.
That they lost 4, Mike, and now it's going to be a tough 4th down here. And Coach Sanborn is sending out his punting unit here in the 3rd quarter with 2:50 left on the clock.
Yeah, not a bad move. I think it'd be nice to pin Bo back and play the field position game. Again, still only down a couple scores. 16 gives them 8 points, two touchdowns, and 2-point conversions. It's not impossible.
So number 10 looks like Parker Eastman has the punting duty. It's a good kick. Angle to the sideline, and it's a great kick by Parker Eastman. Let's see where the side judge marks it. It's at the 9-yard line. Great punt by Parker Eastman, senior there. He does it all, Mike. He's quarterback.
He does it all, yeah. It's a 50-yard punt right there from number 10.
So He was in the quarterback, and they got called for the punting duties. So good sequence there from number 10, Parker Eastman.
Looks like he's finally going to get a break and not have to stay out for defense.
So we're going to stick with you here. We have first down Bo from the Bo 9-yard line. And again, you think that Bo is just kind of going to be content in a 16-point game, and my apologies. I said 28-13. It's 28-12. So it's still a 2-possession game here. Plymouth's going to need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. But you think they're going to be content to wind down the clock here?
I think they're going to stay somewhat aggressive.
I talk about aggressive. Oh, a great tackle by number 11, Luke Bassingwaite. That could have been a touchdown.
Bassingwaite clearly healthy back in the game. Playing corner. If he doesn't stop him there, Gavin, he's gone.
Yeah, great tackle by safety Luke Bassingwaite. I think you're right, Mike. It's a mix here. They want to keep running the clock, but they got to stay aggressive because you saw the firepower of Plymouth, especially early on.
Yeah, so. I think both coaches have enough respect for each other. They know that they can't make mistakes. I think another score might put this one out of reach, so I expect them to continue to run it.
Handoff goes to 41, Hollis Jones, and Hollis Jones is still churning.
Bassingwaite again saving a touchdown.
Hollis Jones on the carry.
He just ran through about 3 Plymouth defenders.
Fumbling out to about the 40.
And you see that the Plymouth defense has been on the field a lot. It's getting worn down here in this third quarter. The heat, it's might be getting to the Bobcats defense, who's been on the field for a majority of this game. That's kind of Plymouth's playbook, Mike, is, keep that offense on the field. But today, it's been switched. We have first down and 10 from the Bo 39 with 1 minute and 15 seconds clock running left in the third quarter. Go to counter to number 22, Owen Gurton. Owen Gurton cuts back inside and picks up 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of big chunk runs right now.
Owen Gurton on the sweep. Gets out to about the Bo 46.
Looks like they're trying to bounce it outside a little bit more frequently. They ended the half doing that and have had some success in it earlier this quarter. Look to see them continue to take advantage of those soft corners.
So we have 2nd and 4 here, 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball is on the Bo 47-yard line with 3 backs. Handoff goes to, it's like can't see the number, but it's swallowed up. Number 4, Kenyon Batchelder. So another senior running back, but no gain there as we come up on a 3rd down and 3 as the third quarter is winding down.
Also about 2.
And that's going to be it for the third quarter as both teams are headed back to their sidelines. Bo's just content to let the clock run. So we're through 3 here in Bo with the score, the Bo Falcons 28 and your own Plymouth Bobcats 12. We're going to take a break here. You're listening to Bobcat Football on WPNH. Welcome back to Bo at the start of the fourth quarter here. If you're just tuning in, we have the Bo Falcons 28 and the Plymouth Bobcats 12. Bo has the ball and is driving. It is a crucial 3rd down for the Bobcats. We have 3rd down and 3 from the Bo 47-yard line. 15 takes a snap, hands it off to number 41, Hollis Jones. Hollis Jones gets the edge. Hollis Jones is at the 40 and is tripped up and is down at the Plymouth 33-yard line. So a good start for the fourth quarter for Bo and a nice first down conversion.
Yeah, Will Foisey again in there on the tackle. Might have been a touchdown saving tackle at that.
Yeah, Foisey's played well today. He's had a couple of big tackles here for the Bobcats.
We got a guy down, injured over there. It's number 80 for the Bobcats, Grant Wenhart.
80 or 30. Hard to tell. It's on the far end. He is down, though. We'll keep you updated. He is lying down. Athletic trainer John Bruley sprinting out there, doing a great job, helping keep all of the players safe. So we'll take a quick break here as we have an injury timeout, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It was number 30, Gianni Ciotti, who was injured on the play. Looks like he was able to put a little bit of weight on his foot coming back, so hopefully that's a good sign. While we were away, a big sack by number 40, Eli Crane, as Owen Walton scrambled right and was sacked. So a big play by the Bobcats to make it 2nd and 17. Walton comes under center here. We have 11-12 left in the fourth quarter. Takes a snap, hands off to number 2, Owen Gordon. Out wide again, Mike. There you go, out to the left side. And number 10, Parker Eastman makes a tackle. And Mike said it a couple of times today. They're really taking advantage of that left side with Owen Gordon.
Yeah, they love that side for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's downhill. Yeah, and that sack there, Gav, the quarterback was dropping back for a pass, a rare and elusive pass for either team. Heavy running, but yeah, great play by Crane.
So we have Owen Walton under center here. We have 3rd down and 3 from the Plymouth 29. Handoff goes inside to Hollis Jones. Hollis Jones is moving a whole bunch of Bobcats. And Plymouth says the football is out. It is Plymouth football. Ball came loose as Hollis Jones was trying to pick up extra yards, and Plymouth comes away with it. And a big turnover there for the Bobcats in a 16-point game with 10 minutes left.
That's just a huge mistake, Gav. You can't cough the ball up after driving all the way down the field like that. And like you said, it was grinding for more yards.
One thing to keep in note here, Mike, is we haven't seen Ryan Lover out in the field. I don't know whether it's heat or something happened, or he's just getting Hollis Jones a lot of look today. I haven't seen Lover out there.
Yeah, it's a great point. I think they're pretty content with their other backs that they do have. They obviously are able to move the ball without him.
Nope. Lover's out on defense, so maybe just getting a lot of Hollis Jones today. First down for the Bobcats. Eastman handoff goes to number 27, Dylan Welch, with a great run from Dylan Welch. Picks up 7 yards. And you got to think, Mike, that Plymouth has got to move the ball pretty quickly here if they want to get back in this one.
Yeah, they've got to get a score here. They've got to get some more points, and under 10 minutes now, the clock's moving pretty quickly.
I expect to see a little a sense of urgency from Plymouth here in this fourth quarter. We have 9:40 left, and your Plymouth Bobcats down 16. Number 10, Parker Eastman, under center. 2 backs, Cleary and Welch. Handoff goes to number 19, Cleary. Cleary gets inside and gets the first down for the Plymouth Bobcats. And the clock will stop temporarily for that first down, and I expect Plymouth to try to move a little bit quicker here down the stretch. Matt Cleary's had quietly a nice game today, Mike. He's picked up some yards.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job securing the football, getting positive yardage on every run. Update on Ciotti. He is back up and off the bench. Helmet still on. Looks like he's ready to go.
That's a great sign because he was down for a while there. So that's a great sign for senior Gianni Ciotti. So it is first down here for the Bobcats. They're moving the football. They're at the Bow 30. Handoff goes to 27, Dylan Welch. A great block there by number 19, Cleary. That allows Dylan Welch to pick up 5 yards on the first down carry. So Plymouth is quietly putting together a good drive here. Here comes Luke Bassingwaite back in the game. So looks like we're going to go another quarterback change here.
Tackle.
So last game it was a mix of Caden Sanborn and Bassingwaite. Today, no Caden Sanborn under center, but a mix of Parker Eastman and Luke Bassingwaite. Bassingwaite's under center. He rolls out to the right. He's looking. He's going to take off. He cuts it back inside. A good run for Luke Bassingwaite. He cuts it to the outside. He's at the 45, the 40. He puts his shoulder pads down and gets to the Bow 33-yard line. A great run by junior Luke Bassingwaite.
Carry for the Bobcats.
What a great run.
Down at the Bow 33.
And I really like how he finished off that run. You know, you see a lot of quarterbacks try to run it out of bounds. He cut it back in and lowered his shoulder pads to pick up the extra yards.
He wanted a few extra yards. He's not ready to quit on this game yet.
That got his teammates fired up over there. Gotta love when your quarterback's willing to take the hit. So we have Plymouth here driving. They're at the Bow 33-yard line. Bassingwaite's back under center. We have 2 backs. It's a counter. It goes to Ciotti. So Ciotti's back in the game, and he picks up about a couple yards there.
Carlos Jones on the tackle.
Getting a revived bench down there. A lot of energy coming from the Bobcat sideline. It's great to see.
There's no quitting in the Bobcats. Coach Sanborn does a great job with this program, as well as all the multitude of assistant coaches they have that help out this program. Again, the Bobcats players are pretty lucky to have all the experience they have on that sideline under Coach Sanborn. So we have a Wildcat formation here, or quarterbacks under a shotgun center, not a Wildcat. It's going to be a quarterback sweep to the outside, and Welch picks it up.
Welch is gone.
10. He's looking at the pylon. No, they're going to mark him out at the 10-yard line. It's hard to tell over here, but regardless, a good run from Dylan Welch. We do have a flag on the play. This would be devastating if this is on the Bobcats.
I think it's coming back, Gavin. I believe it was
it's a personal foul on Bow.
Oh, okay.
So,
resulting in the score, yes.
Flag was against the Falcons.
They're saying touchdown now. There's some confusion amongst the ref. The head ref signaled touchdown. I'm not sure if that's the right call. Okay, so he's going to correct himself. It's not going to be a touchdown. It's going to be half the distance from where Welch ran out of bounds. So Plymouth should get the ball here at the 5-yard line, looking to score.
It'll be half the distance to the goal.
Great run, regardless, by Welch. From our vantage point, it looked like he dove at the pylon, but he was ruled out earlier.
And the ball's at the
Yeah, love the Blake call, Gavin. You and I talked before the game that we might see some Wildcat and some different formations from Coach Sanborn.
That was the shotgun action, Mike. We had a great lead blocker. I wasn't sure who that was, but maybe it was Cleary. Gave Welch a lot of room to run. So good job by Coach Sanborn there, Mix. As the Plymouth Bobcat sidelines up and at it.
Yeah, we've got an EBO chant going on.
Handoff goes inside to Dylan Welch, who gets to the 1 yard line. Good run inside by Dylan Welch, and Plymouth is knocking. We have 6:31 left in the fourth quarter. So Plymouth is going to punch it in and then go for 2.
Correct.
Second and goal from the 2.
See another inside run here, Mike? You got to think that? I mean, at the 1 yard line?
I think so. I think they're back to Welch or possibly Cleary.
I'd be surprised to see him get under center and just punch it in, but Bo's got some size in there, so. Handoff goes inside to Welch. Welch is getting there, and it's going to be close. It is a touchdown! Dylan Welch.
Dylan Welch, that's his second today. He's able to punch that across the line with a little extra push from his backfield.
Now we're talking about the very important 2-point conversion here to make this a 1-possession game. So there's no time to really celebrate. It's all business here for the Bobcats. Bassingwaite's heading out there. Caden Sanborn was over talking to his dad, Coach Sanborn. So we'll see what Coach Sanborn decides to do here on this very important 2-point conversion with 5:54 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Coach electing to place the ball in the middle as opposed to on one of the hashes.
Bassingwaite takes the center. It's going to be great block. Still safety in Bassingwaite. Bassingwaite spins, but he is brought down.
We've got a flag on the play. Hopefully that's going against Bo.
It was a safety versus Bassingwaite on that right side. And Bassingwaite tried to spit it inside, and a great tackle there by the safety. Let's see what the flag is.
It's against Plymouth for holding. It's going to be
conversion is no good. There
obviously declined.
For holding, and it was declined.
Okay, so it's holding on Plymouth. Penalty is obviously declined. So tough one, Mike, if you're trying to get back in this game with only 6 minutes to go here, 5:54.
Yeah, we got to get the ball back, that's for sure.
Are we going onside kick? Is it at that point? I think you look at, they really haven't had the answer for those Bo running backs all game consistently. You know, yes, they've stopped them, but I think we might be onside kick territory here.
I think you're right.
So we're going to pause here. Actually, no, we're going to stay with here as both teams are coming on. The fourth quarter is brought to you by Petty Stewart Associates. Let Patty Stewart and other associates help you navigate Medicaid, Obamacare, or any other health issues. Call today to set up an appointment at 603-536-3691. So we're going to actually stay with you here as both teams are already headed out here. I'd expect that Coach Sanborn has an onside kick going, and both has his hands team on, anticipating that onside kick. So the score is 28-18 in favor of the Bo Falcons here with 5:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. We have number 30, Gianni Ciotti. No, is that number 10? No, 30, Gianni Ciotti is kicking off. It is an onside kick. It gets a good bounce. It's off the Bo helmet.
Plymouth's got it.
Plymouth football.
Unbelievable.
Great kick by number 30, Ciotti. It got the high bounce. It went off number 22 from Bo. It went off.
Owen Gurton,
who plays a big role in his helmet. And it's recovered by number 11, Luke Bassingwaite. Mike, great execution there from Plymouth.
Yeah, and a little bit of luck where it bounced off Gurton's face mask back towards the Plymouth.
And there's life. There is life still for Plymouth with 5:51 left.
We've got to score pretty quick and get the ball back, Gavin. It's going to be tough to do, but you're right.
We have Luke Bassingwaite out wide. We have Bassingwaite and VC out wide.
Yeah, direct snap for Dylan
Welch. Play, runs out right. Bo has that one all covered
Another
up.
horse collar.
Maybe a horse collar. I don't see any flags coming out, though. So
by number 45, Ryan
good
Lovett.
adjustment there from Bo as they
Wilson
saw that
lost it
once.
Gavin, I don't know how you're allowed to drag a player down by their neck.
Yeah, it looks from here, you got inside the shoulder pads and brought him down. Maybe he's outside, I don't know. But from here, Mike, I definitely agree with you. It looked like almost a horse collar tackle there. But I think Bo had an idea kind of what was going on. The whole D-line shifted left right on the snap there, and Welch really had no room to run.
Right.
So we have 2nd down and 12. The clock is ticking. 5:11, 5:10. It's a 10-point game here. Bassingwaite is back under center. There's a whistle, and it looks like Coach Sanborn is going to take Plymouth's first time out of the half with 5:04 left. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Plymouth Football on WPNH. Bo here. If you're just joining, it's been a great football game here. From Plymouth is playing one of the Division II favorites, Bo Falcons, here today. It was 28-12. It's 28-18. Plymouth just scored. They onside kicked, and Plymouth recovered. So Plymouth has the ball here, and they are driving. They're on the Bo 48-yard line with 5:51 left. So Plymouth is hanging tough here against the Bo Falcons. Bassingwaite's under center. One back. There's receiver out to each side. Bassingwaite drops back. He's looking. He's throwing open. Oh! The pass was intended for number 87, Brennan Johnson, but it was read by that linebacker, number 50. It was read by Josiah Funches and that could have been picked off, Mike. It probably should have been.
Yeah, that would have been a game killer right there, Gavin. And he had him open. He just needed a little bit more air underneath the ball. Defensive made a great play on that.
Brennan Johnson the tight end, it didn't look like he was anticipating that yet. It was
no, his head wasn't quite turned around yet. The ball was there. Just unlucky. Bo's
student section is getting loud here on 3rd down and 12. Another from the shotgun. Rolling left. Flag on the play. Welch has nowhere to go. He tries to spin back, and he's going to be dragged down. There is a flag.
This is the problem with Bassingwaite not playing at his normal position. He was about 1.5 yards offside.
There is a flag now.
Yeah, so looks like it's going to be Bassingwaite looks like he was over the line of scrimmage right away from the snap. I don't know if he checked in with the receiver beforehand, or the referee, the side judge beforehand, but we'll see.
Yeah, the other receiver, I don't know if it was Veazey or who it was, turned to look to see if he was clear. Get the thumbs up from the side judge. Bassingwaite did not.
It looked like it was thrown in the direction of holding on the defense, but we'll see what the call is here. It's on Plymouth. So let's see what Bo coach decides to do here. If they're going to move him back, I'd assume they just decline it and make it 4th down here. We'll see what happens. So it is. Bassingwaite was lined up over the line of scrimmage. It is going to be declined. No, it's going to be accepted.
Against the Bobcats.
So it's going to be 3rd down still, looks like. They're moving the football back. So it looks like it's
declined. Brings up 4th down.
So I guess it's 4th down still. So it must have been a loss of down as well for that. I'm not sure what the call was on that. But anyway, regardless, it is 4th down. And
we gotta convert. 4th and 12.
Run goes out to Welch. Keeper, 19 blocker. Welch had about 20 yards to go. He picked up 10. So Bo is going to take over on downs. Really
Loading
confusing
zone within
sequence
on that
there.
shot.
But regardless, Mike, it is a turnover on downs, and Bo will have the football.
Yeah,
and
Bo-
that might do it
Make
unless
the line
any more
again.
mistakes from Bo.
Right.
Falcons will take over on downs.
The Bobcat defense needs to start going after the ball. They got to get a strip and get the ball back.
So you got to think that they got to bring their power backs in, protect that football here.
I'm sure the Bo coaches are telling their guys, whatever you do, just hold on to the ball.
Run the clock, holding the ball. Lover's back in the backfield with Hollis Jones. So the power backs are in for the Bo Falcons. Handoff goes back to Hollis Jones. Hollis Jones cuts out for a no gain.
Hollis Jones is stopped for no gain.
Mike, regardless how this ends today, if you're
Number
Coach
40,
Sanborn, you
Eli
got to like the
Crane.
response. The kids are still playing hard. They never packed it in. Could be easy to do against the favorite Bo Falcons team with younger guys in this heat, but they're playing
Younger
hard.
guys. You're on the road against the team that's supposed to win your division. They're playing tough. They're just, unfortunately, a little outmatched today.
So the clock is running. We have 3:46 left in this fourth quarter. Handoff goes inside to Hollis Jones. A great job gang tackling there by Plymouth. Quick timeout by Coach Sanborn to conserve the clock. So Coach Sanborn is going to take Plymouth's second timeout with
Bobcats.
3:40 left to go in this fourth quarter. We will stick with you here. If Plymouth wants any chance, Mike, of staying in this game and having a chance, they need to get a stop here on third down.
Yeah, they can't give up too many more first downs. In fact, probably any. So the next two plays are going to be probably pretty indicative of how we're going to see this game finish up.
Something to keep in mind, too, is, if fourth down and you're punting away, Plymouth special teams has been really, really solid today. So if I'm the Bo coach and you don't make it here, I'm telling my punter, punt it away.
Are you going to punt it?
from
Is there any
Welch.
chance you go for it?
I don't in the Plymouth, if we were in the Bo side of if we were on the Plymouth side of the field, yeah, I might go for it. But right now we're close. The ball is on the Bo 47. I'm just not giving Plymouth that field position.
I agree.
But again, as I said last week, they don't pay me the big bucks.
We've both been wrong a couple times.
Exactly. So I don't want to make those decisions. I much prefer it up here and calling the game. So we are back here. We have 3:40 left. A big third down for Bo. Let's see if they stick to the ground to keep the clock running.
Three backs.
Three backs. I have a feeling this is going to Lover. It is going to go to Lover. Two blockers, and Lover is going to be swallowed up a little bit short of the first down, but gets about 5 yards to make it a fourth down. Coach Sanborn is in the ear of the ref, calls a quick timeout to conserve the clock. So that's Plymouth's third timeout here.
Fourth and 2.
We're going to
for the
stick with you
Falcons.
to make sure we get
We got a
fourth down
timeout
play in here.
by the Bobcats.
It's going to be 4th and 2 from the Plymouth 47. Bo needs about 46 and a half. Bo needs to get to the Plymouth 44 to get to that first down. So this is really the game, Mike. I mean, Plymouth has used all 3 timeouts. They need to get a stop here, or else Bo's is going to be content to.
Yeah, and for a team that doesn't throw the ball all that much, it's going to be tough for Plymouth to stop the clock if they do get the ball back.
I'm loading. If I'm Coach Lamb, I'm getting all my big guys on the line, all my linebackers in there. I am anticipating a run, and just trying to stuff it at the line here. It's going to be tough to get this with Bo's power on the running backs in the line. So.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So we have, again, to recap, we have 3:29 left to go in this game. The score is Bo 28, Plymouth 18. And we have a crucial fourth down here for both the Bo Falcons and the Plymouth Bobcats here. If the Plymouth Bobcats want any chance to stay in this game, they need to get this stop right here. We'll see if I have a feeling that they're going to go back to Lover here to try to pick up this first down.
Yeah, again, I think we're both a little surprised they're not just kicking it away, but
We have Owen Gordon, though. We could go Owen Gordon out to the left here. We have 3 backs. Gordon, Jones, and Lover. It goes right to Lover inside, and it's going to be close. It looks to be, Mike, a little bit short here.
I thought it was short.
From our vantage point, they might measure it, but I think it's going to be short. Let's see what they decide to do. Because it is an unofficial spot. We don't have the luxury of having that yellow line that we do on TV. And the refs are going to say
Plymouth
it
ball.
is Plymouth ball.
That's a huge stop.
Huge stop. So
Nice job by Coach Lamb and the Plymouth players to get the
so
ball
a little
back
bit,
here.
A little bit of life left.
Downs.
We have no timeouts, so we got to get some quick strikes here from Plymouth. We have 3:24 left.
Are they going to go in the air, Gavin?
I
feel like they have to take a chance here.
And another thing to keep in mind too, like, is if they get down there, do they kick the field goal really quickly and try to make it a 7-point game?
Sure.
And then take another onside kick because they need to conserve the clock heading down there. So it's something to keep in mind here.
Sometimes getting an onside kick is better field position than getting it all the way back.
So we have Bassingwade under center. Number 27 Dylan Welch goes in motion. Bassingwade's a screen that is snuffed out by Bo. They were expecting that 45. That's a name we've called a lot today. Ryan Lover.
Yeah, he's doing it on both sides.
Yeah.
He laid a big hit. His timing was perfect on that.
He is part of the pre. When we were doing research, Ryan Lover's name kept coming up, and I think we've both seen today for good reason here.
Yeah, there's no question why he was selected for All-State.
He just always seems to be around the football, making plays.
If I was the Bobcats, I would stay away from his side.
I would, yeah. Maybe run to the other side or throw that screen to the other side. We have 2nd down and 10 here. We're in the shotgun, one running back. Receivers out wide. It's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle, and it's Welch is going to pick up 3 or 4 yards, and the clock is going to continue to move. We'll see how much trickery Coach Sanborn has here. I'm thinking about Welch. I'm thinking about Bassingwade, some of his better athletes, Caden Sanborn. See what we can do with those guys.
Right.
Right now, they're just not moving it.
We've got to go in the air right now.
We have. And we have everyone moving except the ball wasn't snapped.
Yeah, there's a lot of laundry on the field right now, Gavin. That was a pretty easy call to make.
Yep. And now I think most people in here, you're assuming, you're thinking pass, you're thinking some sort of trickery.
Right.
That's really it. So.
We're going to see the old hook and ladder?
Yeah,
Who
maybe
knows?
the hook and ladder. I don't know if Sanborn has that deep in his playbook. But I think he's going to go deep somewhere.
Well, he's got to go for it on 4th, so if they don't get it here, they've got another chance to get it.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind right there, too, is maybe you just try to pick up 6 or 7 to make it a manageable 4th down, try to get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Correct.
But Bo is up and at it. The Bo section is making some noise here for their hometown Falcons. We have 3rd down and 12, and the clock is running. We're at 2:30. Shotgun formation. Running back on right. We have receivers out. It's going to be a fake handoff, and Welch is going to get swallowed up, and they're going to lose 3 yards.
Number 72 equipment on the stop.
It's going to be 4th down and 15, and maybe some more confusion here.
I'm not sure if they knew what they were doing on that play, Gavin. But a quick back to the line here for the Bobcats.
You got to take a chance, I think, throwing the football here. 4th and 15. You have VC out wide. They're quick back to the huddle. Bassingwade roll out to the left. There's nothing there. Bassingwade throws it, and
nobody home.
That's incomplete. 155, and that should do it here from Bo, as Coach Sanborn has no timeouts left. So I think Bo might just be content to take a knee here. We'll see if they decide to run, but that might do it.
Yeah, that was a busted play from the start. Quarterback was under pressure the entire time and just was hoping that he had a receiver somewhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, basically really didn't kind of stand a chance at that back there. No one was open. He just had to get rid of it. So we have 1:55 left from Bo here in the 4th quarter. We'll see if Bo just is content with taking a knee here, or if they're going to run any more plays. All in all, Mike, Coach Sanborn, you got to be happy kind of coming out here.
We know Coach isn't going to be happy,
well, he's not going to be happy, but Coach Sanborn's a passionate guy. They're going to hand it off, and it's a broken play, and 15 just takes a step and slides down for a loss of 1. You're right. He won't be happy. But
I think they'll learn some things from this game.
Are there some positives that you can take away from this game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Plymouth special teams is, especially was their shining. Coach Belichick always talks about the 3 phases and how important your special teams is. Plymouth showed that today.
Yeah, special teams.
They got to be able to move the ball a little bit more on offense. And honestly, I think to give up 28 points to Bo isn't the worst thing either.
No, and we knew coming in that they were going to have trouble containing Lover, containing Hollis-Jones, containing Gordon. That we knew that coming in. I thought at points they did a good job, and there were times where they broke free. So that's good. It's a good test for this young Plymouth team. As we have 54 seconds, time is moving. It's going to be 3rd down and 10, and one more play should do it here from Bo on an emotional day for Bo.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fans still here. A lot of kids cheering Bo right to the end of the game. Their end zone is packed with students, all wearing pink and I believe to honor their fellow player who passed. So,
and that will do it from Bo as Owen Walton takes a lead in the game. Your final score here is going to be the Bo Falcons 28 and the Plymouth Bobcats 18. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back quickly to cover the post game from Bo. You're listening to Bobcat Football on WPNH.